If you are under 5'4" and you're carrying excess body fat and you're frustrated, you're gonna wanna watch this video. Because in today's video, I'm gonna take you through the 5 signs that you will not beat skinny fat if you keep doing what you're doing. And this is coming from a personal trainer, nutritionist, and fellow shorty. I'm 5'1". I've also been skinny fat and been stuck at my skinny fat phase for years. So we're going to talk about what skinny fat is, a little bit about how I beat it in my journey, and then the 5 signs that you're not gonna beat it unless you make a change today. Before we get into today's video, I have a little favor to ask you. If my content, which I only make exclusively for short women, if it's helpful to you at all, I would love if you could hit the subscribe button, because I was taking a little look under the hood at our channel analytics, and I noticed that only 24% of those who watch our videos are actually subscribed to the channel. And I would love to get it up to 30%. I think that would be a really cool goal. So if you're watching this and you enjoy learning about your health as a petite woman, please hit the subscribe button and help me get that channel metric up to 30%. And I'm gonna be updating you guys over the next few months on our progress on this. So hit the subscribe button if you want to support my channel. Helps me make great regular content for you guys, and it would mean so much. So first of all, what is skinny fat? Skinny fat can happen to anyone. In this channel, we talk a lot about it because it happens to petite women more often, it feels like, and I'll tell you why. But before I go into that, I just want to explain what skinny fat is. It's literally just a lack of muscle mass. So your body composition is more not a lot of muscle, and sometimes a lot of fat and sometimes not a lot of fat. But the main thing, it's not really about the fat, it's about not having any muscle mass. Because even if you lose tons of weight, you're not necessarily gonna have a 6-pack if you don't have muscles that are showing through your skin. Even if you lose belly fat, if you have not built up your rectus abdominis, that's your muscles on your abs, then they won't show. So skinny fat is very prone for petite women, because I feel like, you can tell me in the comments, we are told to go on diets a lot, right? How many of you have been told to eat less than 1,200 calories a day, and you went and tried it, which was a garbage diet, by the way. You felt like crap, low energy, low mood, all of those fun things, right? And when you stepped on the scale, you might have lost weight, but then when you look in the mirror, you still have a belly, right? You still have body fat, and you're skinny, but you feel fat. Like, you don't feel sexy naked, you don't feel confident, and you have excess fat in your arms, stomach, your legs, but that type of thing. That is skinny fat, and it's a lack of muscle, because when we go on those diets, we end up losing some body fat, but we also lose muscle mass, and it leaves us with a worse body composition. So skinny fat is prevalent for us because us petite women are always being told we need to diet, diet, diet. And unfortunately, we all fall for this advice at least one point in our lives, if not multiple, like me. So today I wanna talk about the 5 things, and we're gonna get into this next, the 5 signs that you're not gonna beat skinny fat. So these are the things you're gonna need to change if you do want to actually build that lean, toned physique as a petite woman. As you can see, I've also been skinny fat before. I've never really been fat, and I've never really been skinny. I've just been skinny fat. There's no other way to describe it. This was kind of just how I came out of the womb. I don't know, I just was like this. Even as an athlete, I was a Division I fencer, I was a pro fencer, and I did it for 18 years. And even as an athlete, I just struggled with body fat. And this was despite doing tons of exercise. But when I started making changes that I'm gonna talk about in this video, like real concerted changes, everything changed. And my first body recomposition, when I really started to see that change happen, was about a 12-week process. So your body that you want is literally right around the corner. You just need to make some very specific changes that are gonna help you get over this plateau you're stuck in. The first sign that you might stay skinny fat as a petite is you're addicted to cardio, or you only do cardio as your form of exercise, or you just have this belief or this mindset that you need to exercise your way into fit or toned, and you predominantly use cardio as your way of trying to achieve that physique you're looking for. The problem with this is that you can't out-exercise a poor diet, and just burning as many calories as possible is not going to help you build muscle. Again, if we want to fix the skinny fat problem, we need to build muscle and aim to go for a body recomposition, which is when we build muscle and we lose fat at the same time. If you are only focusing on losing fat through cardio, which by the way, the best way to lose fat is through your diet, it's not actually through cardio. And if you're using cardio as your only fat loss tool, you are missing out on the two other most important things, which are building muscle, which you can only do through lifting weights. You need to lift weights to build muscle, and I should say, making sure your diet is in really good place, having some structure, which we're gonna get into in the next few steps. Once you have built some muscle, I believe cardio has a great place in everyone's routine. It's good for your heart, it has other health benefits, but from a fat loss perspective, cardio is not gonna get you the body of your dreams. It can help you maintain it once you get there, and it can help you kind of stay active and have an extra calorie burn so you can eat more calories in a day as a petite, but is it gonna help you burn the fat that you want and then also reveal tone underneath? No. I learned that the hard way. I forced that for so many years and I never got toned from doing cardio. Not a day in my life did I get it. Trust me, if you would get toned doing cardio, I would have been the most toned girl on the planet, because I was running like 5 miles a day. I was running day and night and I just was skinny fat. So cardio is the first sign that if that's all you do, you're a cardio bunny. It's the first sign you're gonna stay skinny fat, and you need to change your mindset so that you can start lifting weights and building muscle and making muscle mass your priority. There's another reason why building muscle is really important for petites, and that's because when you build muscle mass, you increase your metabolism. And you may already know that us petite women, we burn less in a day, we eat less in a day, we're smaller. So we have slower metabolisms, and that's okay. But building muscle naturally is going to increase your metabolism, which is gonna give you that competitive advantage, which is why it's even more important for us short women to put cardio on the sidelines for a bit and really focus on building some muscle. The second sign that you are likely to stay skinny fat and not beat the skinny fat body is your diet and restricting calories, like chronically trying to restrict carbs or try a new diet or just constantly trying to eat as little calories as humanly possible as a petite. You're gonna need to adopt a new mindset that food is fuel and you need it in order to build muscle and tone and build that physique you're looking for. You also need it to burn fat, believe it or not. Because when we restrict calories, we end up overeating them. We end up not having enough energy and fuel to actually build muscle in the gym during our workouts. It always backfires. So you don't wanna get stuck in that cycle of eating as few calories as possible and then binge eating and then having to do cardio to burn it off and then starting again Monday. So the way we get off this train is we simply start seeing food as fuel. We eat regular meals and don't focus so much on the number of calories as a petite. Focus on what you're eating. Choose protein. If you're gonna make it as simple as possible, choose protein as the only thing you're gonna look at and try to get 30 grams of protein in every meal. For petite women, I'd recommend 100 grams of protein a day. That's literally, a 4 ounces of a meat, or, there's so many options beyond meat. We could get into that, but any option of 4 ounces of meat, salmon, fish, there's cottage cheeses, there's dairy, there's eggs, there's nuts and seeds. It all adds up. There's leafy green vegetables, but just looking at your nutrition and making sure you're prioritizing protein in every meal as a petite so that you can build muscle and increase your metabolism. Definitely a sure sign that you're not gonna beat skinny fat is if you just continue to turn a blind eye and you don't get really accountable about your nutrition. Again, this is not to be confused with being strict. You just have to be aware and educated about what you're putting in your body and start to look under the hood a little bit. Start to check it out, get curious. If you don't want to do this work, you're likely to stay skinny fat. And again, you guys, I should have prefaced this. Obviously, this video is titled Reality Check, or it has Reality Check in the description, because I want to be so real with you. I want you to feel like I will give it to you real and you have an actual plan and an actual answer, and not just some BS diet thing you saw on the internet, but just, someone talking to you real about what is it gonna take for you to change this. And it's not gonna, once you make the change, it's not that hard. It's not gonna feel like it's super hard, but hearing the honest truth up front, that's what I needed. I needed to get really real with myself in order to beat skinny fat. So I'm trying to be that friend for you. Sign number 3 that you're likely not going to beat skinny fat is you have no clear plan or structure whatsoever for your lifestyle. Meaning you have not thought about, or you don't have a plan for your workouts, for your nutrition, you don't go grocery shopping, or if you do go grocery shopping, you don't plan anything out. Just a total lack of structure is pretty sure sign you're not gonna change your body composition. Now, this is a place where a lot of people get overwhelmed, right? Because you go to Google, you start looking for structures, plans, routines, and then it gets crazy from there. So if you wanna just keep this so simple, I am hosting a free masterclass. It's just for petite women, where we're gonna go over your nutrition, aka your diet, your exercise, and your mindset, and it's specific to us petites. I'm teaching 2 sessions this week, and you can totally RSVP for free. It's just gonna get you set up to lose your first 5 pounds, get you on track to beat skinny fat, and it is a fun hour. It's an hour long, it's really fun, it's live, it's free. So if you need structure in your life, if you need a plan, I want to invite you to come to this masterclass, because it is the bomb, if I do say so myself. You can RSVP here and in the description. The 4th sign that you will not beat skinny fat is your mindset. And we're gonna go into this a little bit. You could have a fear of success that you'll beat skinny fat, believe it or not. You could be worried that if you succeed, just think that through. I know that sounds crazy, but what if you did succeed? What if you did change your body? What types of fears are coming up for you? For example, I've had clients say, April, if I actually do this, what is my lifestyle gonna look like after that? Am I gonna be able to maintain it? Which brings me to the next fear in your mindset. What if I fail, right? What if you go and try and you fail? Maybe you already have failed many times and you're worried you're gonna fail again. What if you succeed, you lose the weight, you tone up, and then you gain it back? These are the things that creep into our minds before we've even made a single change or stride towards our goal. So start to think about what might be holding you back. Get really honest about it, because you're gonna need to look inward before you work on the outside, right? You're gonna need to look inward and say, what are my blocks? Identify them, call them out. As soon as you call them out, you will not be as afraid of them. So if you don't want to have radical self-accountability, or you hide from accountability, like you don't incorporate other people, if you don't find other people to help you, or you don't want to help yourself, it's pretty good sign you're gonna stay the same. Listen, I don't make the rules, this is just the truth, and this is what was true for me. If I just keep eating the same things and I keep doing the same things, I'm not gonna change, right? So this is really about what kind of person do you wanna be, and are you being that person and in a day-to-day fashion, and are you being real with yourself about becoming that person? The 5th sign that you are not going to beat skinny fat would be you're not consistent. Now, not being consistent at something is pretty simple. It comes down to just not prioritizing it. It's just not important to you, or it's only important to you when it's easy or convenient, which means it's not a priority. I'm gonna be real with you. Nothing is gonna change until you really decide you want it to change. That's how it's gonna be. And I feel like people don't talk about this enough when it comes to your health, but it's not just deciding to go to the gym. When you make a decision to change your body composition, you're changing a lot in your life. You're making a commitment that goes beyond just going to the gym. For example, say you start going to the gym and the only time you can fit it in is the morning before your day starts. Not only are you just going to the gym now, you're probably also going to have to go to bed earlier so that you can sustainably wake up every morning and go to the gym. And then you're also probably going to have to start grocery shopping and prepping some meals each week. You're probably gonna start having more boundaries with your friends and family, where you say, hey, I can't go to dinner tonight. I actually have to get that workout in, or I have to go to bed early tonight because I want to get up early tomorrow and take care of myself. So people don't talk about this enough, but there's this ripple effect of changes that happen across your whole lifestyle when you decide and you empower yourself to change your lifestyle, change your body. A lot of factors besides just working out start to change, and you have to be consistent at those changes to see the results in the long term, at least 4 to 6 to 8 weeks to really see change in your body composition. And that's why your plan must be sustainable. When you create that structure and that program for yourself, it has to be sustainable, or else you will not stay consistent. That's another reason why I designed the Petite Power Method for petites. It's meant to be sustainable. It's not gonna put you on a low calorie diet ever. None of our clients ever eat 1,200 calories or less. That would be completely unsustainable, even for a short woman. So if you've ever had someone tell you you eat that little, do not listen to them. And if you need more of that structure and you're trying to figure out how to do this, it does work a little bit different for us petites, because we shouldn't be dieting that low. We should be focusing on the quality of our food and a specific strength protocol. And if you want that method and you want that protocol, come to my free class that I'm teaching this week. You're gonna love it. You're gonna get so much value out of it. And it's a little party for us, because it's literally hundreds of petite women like you and I just kind of hanging out for an hour and talking about the science of our bodies. So RSVP below for that. If you follow the advice in this video alone, I can guarantee you your dream body is literally right around the corner, but you have to get over these 5 hurdles. So if you identified any of these 5 signs happening to you, let me know in the comments. These are the things you're gonna wanna work on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you wanna know about skinny fat. I know we have a lot of chatter about that on the channel, so let me know in the comments. And remember to subscribe to help get our channel up to 30% subscribed of people who view. That would mean so much to me. In addition to our free training we're hosting this week, we are also opening the doors to our October session of Petite Power Premium, which is our 12-week transformation program for petites. It includes mindset, fitness, and nutrition coaching, and you get to work with our dietitians, our personal trainers, our accountability coaches, as well as myself. You'll get the Petite Power method. This is our blueprint to toning up as a petite and going through a sustainable body recomposition, the whole process from A to Z in 12 weeks, so you can totally transform your body. It's also the exact same method that got me my body when I did my very first body transformation, or body recomposition, I should say, in these photos here. If you wanna enroll in the October session, you have just this week to enroll before we close the doors. You can do it at petitepower.com and right here as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which sign resonates with you the most that we need to work on, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.